Unit 3rd, Nature's Gift and Curse.
Chapter number 7, Interdependence in our environment. Our environment consists of both living and non-living things. Animals, plants, microscopic organisms, and human beings are the living things. Water, air, rocks, land, sun, etc. are non-living things. Ecosystem comprises a group of living and non-living things interacting with each other. All living things need air, water, sun, soil, etc. for survival. All living things in nature need each other for their survival. This relationship between living and non-living things is called interdependence. An ecosystem consists of a unit of different parts that work together. Ecosystems vary in size. An ecosystem can be a desert, a forest, an ocean, or a pond. There are habitats of different animals in each ecosystem. A habitat is the place where a population lives. A population is a group of organisms of the same kind living in the same place. A specific type of population lives in a habitat. All necessary things like food, water, temperature, etc. are available in a good habitat. Several populations may share a habitat. For example, in a small pond, several aquatic populations may coexist at the same time. Different populations interact and form a community. A community of living things interacts with the non-living world around it to form an ecosystem. Food chain. Food chain is the living part of an ecosystem. All living things need energy to survive. The sun is the ultimate source of energy in an ecosystem. Energy flows from the sun in the form of sunlight. The living parts of an ecosystem are divided into 4 groups: producers, consumers, scavengers, decomposers. Producers. Green plants are called producers. These make their own food with the help of non-living matters like sunlight, gases, soil, water, and minerals. The green plants being the food chain with is essential for any ecosystem. They provide energy for the ecosystem. All organisms in the food chain get energy from plants either by directly eating them or by eating plants eaters. Consumers. All humans and animals are called consumers because they depend on plants for their food directly or indirectly. Consumers are broadly divided into 3 groups: herbivorous, carnivorous, and omnivorous. Herbivorous. Animals that get their food directly from plants and plant products are called herbivorous. They have special digestive system that help them digest all kinds of plants including grasses. Cow, buffalo, goat, elephant, zebra, giraffe, horse, deer, rabbit, etc. are herbivorous. Carnivorous. Animals that kill other animals and eat their flesh are called carnivorous. Lion, tiger, jackal, etc. are carnivorous. Omnivorous. Animals that eat both plants and flesh of other animals are called omnivorous. Bear, dog, crow, cat, rat, etc. are omnivorous. Scavengers. Some animals help in keeping the environment clean by eating flesh of dead animals. Such type of animals are called scavengers. Vulture, hyena, crow, jackal, etc. are scavengers. Decomposers. Decomposers are very small organisms microorganisms that feed on dead plants and animals and reduce their remains to minerals. They break down, decompose the dead parts of the plants into minerals which get mixed in soil. These minerals form part of food for plants which they take through their roots. So, plants also depend on decomposers for their food, minerals. Thus, decomposers are very important for an ecosystem. Bacteria, fungi, etc. are decomposers. These are microscopic organisms. Earthworms are also decomposers. They can break down only plants. They make soil fertile, so they are called friends of farmers. Balance in ecosystem. A balance between animals and plants is very necessary for an environment. When animals and plants live together in balance for a long time, ecosystem becomes stable. When there is a disturbance, the plants and animals can die. The existing harmony will be upset and the entire system will change. Then the ecosystem becomes unstable. Balance in ecosystem and nature. Carbon dioxide is given out by humans and animals is taken in by plants. Plants convert carbon dioxide into food and give oxygen back to us. When plants and animals die, bacteria decompose their bodies and return all things that they had taken from the nature. So, the balance in nature is maintained. Plants, humans, and animals depend on each other for their survival. None of them can survive in isolation. The elimination of any one of them will affect the natural balance. Both living and non-living things are interdependent for maintaining the balance in nature. There are a number of national parks and wildlife sanctuaries in many countries to protect animals and forests. In India, we have about 150 wildlife sanctuaries. The biggest of these is Sundarbans in West Bengal. Things to remember: a group of living and non-living things interacting with each other is called an ecosystem. Human beings, animals, and plants are the living part of an ecosystem. Air, water, sun, soil, rocks, etc. are the non-living part of an ecosystem. A habitat is the place of living where a specific type of population lives. The living part of an ecosystem is called the food chain. Green plants prepare their own food, so they are called producers. Human beings and animals are consumers because they cannot prepare their own food. Consumers are broadly divided into three groups: herbivorous, carnivorous, and omnivorous. Animals that eat only plant products are called herbivorous. Animals that eat flesh of other animals are called carnivorous. Animals that eat both plants and flesh of other animals are called omnivorous. Scavengers eat the dead bodies of animals and help to clean the environment. Decomposers decompose the dead part of animal and plants into smaller parts. They convert these into minerals, which are very essential for plants. Wildlife sanctuaries and national parks are set up to protect endangered species of animals and forest.